The Amazon River is a place of wonder and mystery, a vast, winding waterway that hides incredible secrets in its murky depths. When you think of the dangers lurking beneath the surface, one name probably swims to the front of your mind: the piranha. The very word conjures up images of a frenzied, unstoppable killing machine. We've all heard the terrifying stories, haven't we? A school of these fish, with their razor-sharp teeth, can supposedly strip a large animal down to its skeleton in mere minutes. It's a chilling thought, a scene straight out of a nightmare where the water boils with 1,000 tiny, deadly predators. This image has been burned into our collective imagination for generations, painting the piranha as the ultimate river monster. A big part of the blame lies with a former U.S. president, Theodore Roosevelt. During his trip to the Amazon in the early 1900s, he witnessed a truly spectacular yet staged event. Local fishermen had corralled a school of piranhas in a small section of the river and starved them for days. They then pushed a cow into the water, and the famished fish, in a desperate frenzy, quickly consumed it. Roosevelt wrote about this dramatic scene in his book, Through the Brazilian Wilderness, describing the piranhas as the most ferocious fish in the world. His vivid account was read by millions, and the legend of the bloodthirsty piranha was born and spread across the globe. Of course, Hollywood couldn't resist such a perfect ready-made villain. Movies have had a field day with the piranha myth. Films like Piranha from 1978 and its many sequels and remakes. If piranhas aren't the ravenous megapredators of legend, then what do they actually eat? The truth is that the diet of most piranha species is surprisingly varied and, frankly, a lot less dramatic. The majority of piranhas are omnivores, which means they eat both plant and animal matter. A huge part of their diet consists of things they can easily find, like seeds, fruits, and nuts that fall into the river from overhanging trees. When piranhas do eat other animals, they are more often scavengers than active hunters of large prey. Think of them as the cleanup crew of the Amazon River. They play a vital ecological role by consuming the carcasses of fish and other animals that have died from other causes. Let's put the myth and reality side by side to really see the difference. The myth says piranhas are constantly in a state of bloodlust, driven into a frenzy by a single drop of blood. But the reality is that piranhas, like sharks and other predators, can detect blood in the water, but it doesn't trigger an automatic mindless attack. It's simply a signal that there might be a potential food source nearby, like an injured fish. The reality is that piranhas travel in schools primarily for defensive reasons, to protect themselves from their own predators. A large group makes it harder for a caiman or a river dolphin to single one out. Yet, for millions of people living along the Amazon River and its tributaries, sharing the water with piranhas is a normal part of daily life. Locals swim, bathe, and wash their clothes in rivers that are teeming with these fish. How is this possible? Well, it's because they understand the piranha's true behavior. People in the Amazon basin know to avoid swimming if they have a bleeding cut or wound, as the scent of blood can attract piranhas out of curiosity. They also tend to avoid splashing around excessively, since this mimics the struggles of a distressed fish and can trigger a piranha's predatory instincts. The risk of a piranha encounter also changes with the seasons. The greatest, though still very small, risk occurs during the dry season. As the water levels in the rivers and floodplain lakes recede, fish become trapped in smaller, more crowded pools. In contrast, during the wet season when the rivers are full and food is abundant, piranhas are much more dispersed and well-fed, and the risk of a negative interaction is practically zero. One of the most surprising facts is that piranhas can bark. Another little-known aspect of their lives is their surprisingly dedicated parenting. The famous teeth of the piranha are also a biological marvel. Not only are they razor-sharp, but they are also replaceable. Finally, the diversity within the piranha family is astounding. While the red-bellied piranha is the most famous, there are over 30 different species. So, we come to the end of our journey, and it's time to answer the big question: are piranhas deadly killers or misunderstood fish? After looking past the Hollywood hype and the century-old stories, the answer is clear. The piranha is, without a doubt, one of the most misunderstood animals on the planet. The reality is that the piranha is complex, diverse, and essential part of its ecosystem. The piranha is not a villain, it is a survivor. They are nature's recyclers, cleaning the rivers and keeping the ecosystem in balance. Far from being a destructive force, they are a key component of a healthy, functioning river system. By busting this myth, we do more than just set the record straight for a fish. We learn a valuable lesson about nature itself. The wild world is rarely as simple as good guys and bad guys. Animals that we fear are often just creatures that we don't fully understand. Predators are not evil, they are a necessary part of the circle of life. The next time you hear the word piranha, I hope you won't picture a scene from a horror movie. Instead, I hope you'll think of a remarkably successful and adaptable fish. Picture a cautious scavenger, a protective parent, and a vital member of one of the most incredible ecosystems on Earth. The piranha is a true marvel of evolution, a creature worthy of our respect and fascination, not our fear. It's a living reminder that the natural world is full of wonders, and the greatest adventure of all is discovering the amazing truth behind the myths.